folks, and welcome to our channel and another Vlogmas video. Gary is out at his Christmas party, so I'm going to be doing some wrapping. I finished work for the day and I'm going to do some wrapping. And I thought, you know what, since we're doing Vlogmas and we did a wrapping video last year, I'm going to do a wrapping video for Vlogmas. So throughout this video you'll see me doing various bits of wrapping for various bits of family and friends, and sometimes I'll click out and come back in, depending as I'm moving around the room and getting stuff up on the table. But I've got my trusted brown paper, I've got my scissors, I haven't got some sellotape, I've got a pen, in fact I've got two pens, and I've got some sellotape down here. I've got this, good job I brought this in. See, that could be a bit that's cut out, but no, let's leave it in. What I love about these type of videos as well is the ASMR. Right, interesting. I've got my tablecloth on here, so I don't know how I'm going to... It's fine. You know when you do the... Is it ASMR? You know, the ASMR of things peeling back and paper being cut and rustling of things. Right, so let's get to it. The first things I'm going to be wrapping are these books here, which are not in order, which will do my head actually in. These are for Gary's mum, and these are the Coronation Street books. So I heard about these on BookTube, on Paul Meyer's BookTube channel. He's read them, and they're by Maggie Sullivan, and they start off, I think it's pre-Coronation Street. So Coronation Street is a British soap in the UK, and I think it started in the 50s. And it was lovely. It's a northern soap about... It was lovely. It was a northern soap about northern folk and northern life. Back streets of Manchester, really good. But in the noughties and upwards, it went a bit like all the soaps did. But these books are based before it became a television programme, so on this fictional street called Coronation Street. And I thought, you know, because she loves Coronation Street, and I'd seen these, I thought, I bet she loves these. Because there's like Christmas on Coronation Street. They're all second-hand, by the way, from World of Books. Snow on the Cobbles. Land Girls from Coronation Street. I'll let you into a little secret. I'm going to read these next year, but I'm going to get them on Kindle. We'll Meet Again on Coronation Street. Mother's Day on Coronation Street. And A Celebration on Coronation Street. Isn't that good, that? Like anything with social media and people liking to know what your algorithms are and the powers that were hacking into you, once we started looking at Coronation Street books, these series came up as well. And these are books based in Emmerdale. And Emmerdale is also a soap in the United Kingdom. It's based in a Yorkshire village called Emmerdale. I think that started in the 70s. Let me know in the comments. And again, it was about farming life. Humble, simple, northern farming life. And again, in the 90s, noughties, it started to get a little bit dark. But a lot of the older generations still watch it. And Gary's mum still watches it. And I thought, these are great. Because these, again, are based, I think these are based World War One. And by Pamela Bell. So spring comes, I don't know if these are in order. Spring Comes to Emmerdale, Emmerdale at War, and Christmas at Emmerdale. I think it starts off Christmas at Emmerdale. But you know what, why not? And I'll read these as well. I actually used to love soaps, you know, I really did. And it was 2017, just after getting married. I came off honeymoon, and I was catching up with Corrie. And there was this awful scene in it, murder scene. And it was that graphic, I couldn't watch it ever again. And I just could not watch it. I'd got to a stage where I was starting to step back from it. But after I saw that murder scene, it just did it for me. That was it. I was out of there very quickly. And it's a shame, because I did like them. I did like them, but I think I think, let me know in the comments what you think of the soaps. When they were good, back in the 90s and before that, they were good. But you know, yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna really regret having a tablecloth on, but it is what it is. Because I can't cut pieces off. That's why Mum got us. I don't even know when we're meant to be getting that. A sellotape thingy dispenser. Here we go. Jesus. Not a nice thing to say when you're doing Christmas presents, is it, Claire? Jesus. God. I might have to have a change around here. What's going on here? So yeah. I mean, have you read these books? What are they like? I do actually like this type of book. I'm going to have to change. I'm going to have to change this tablecloth or do something because it's doing my head in. Having to do the wrapping like this. Why don't you just lift it up? Like, God, that's a good idea. Jesus. She said it again. There we go. It's amazing what common sense does. There were times that, because I have an issue, when I concentrate I blank out. I don't mean pass out, I mean I've not got that dramatic yet, but when I concentrate I can stop talking. You like the Christmas tree thing we did, Christmas tree video, and I stopped talking for a while, because when I'm in the zone I can actually just zone out, and so I'm not being rude if I do that. Some more ASMR for people watching. I do actually like buying books for people at Christmas. My brother and his fiancée have just started reading books, and I've got them books for Christmas. And my nieces apparently, but I'd already got their Christmas presents. More and more, I've just been doing a video on my booktube channel which is called Claire Thackeray Reads, and I was talking about more and more people are getting into reading. Because I think more, well I said in my booktube channel that I think more and more people are losing heart with cinema and film and music industry stuff, shenanigans, and realising that it's not as, why have I done it like that? It's Mercury retrograde, it doesn't matter. Trying to think how I can. No, I'm going to just stick it on. I know it's not very good for the environment, but it is what it is. My glasses need tightening. They keep slipping off my face. Not actually coming off, but just slipping down. I will admit, we do our Christmas shopping online. I know people can get a bit woo with online shopping, but I just can't deal with going out into supermarkets and department stores and all of that. I used to do it when I was younger, but I just can't deal. And a lot of what you want's not there, or it's been had over. You like being touched and everything, and wrecked and just tatty. And I find that in food shops. You know, when I go food shopping, I get it from. I get it from the back of the aisle, so it's not got, number one, people's sticky fingers on it, and number two, people's energy. So, like that for a bit of wrapping, very simple. I don't use labels now. I used to use all sparkly paper and sparkly tags and sparkly ribbons, and I saw somebody on YouTube wrapping this way with the old-fashioned brown paper and cloth ribbons. I know it's got sellotape on it, but it is what it is. I've not mastered the gift of being able to do it without. So I don't even use tags now as well, I just write it on the paper. That sounded like I threw it more than I did, but I didn't. What do you think of sending books to people that you know? I mean, mother-in-law does read, but if you know that somebody doesn't read, sending them a book, getting a feel for what they like and sending them a book on that subject to try and get them into reading. What do you think of that? Let me know in the comments. Because I think as the seasons, well, as the years go on, in relation to gift giving, more and more people are going to be going away from like the mainstream type of presents and wanting to find different things to give people. So yeah, what do you think to that? Oops. It's difficult, isn't it? Because you don't want to try and control what people's pastimes are. But it's, you know, any present you give somebody may not be liked. You could get them a box of chocolates that they don't like. Do you enjoy this ASMR? I love ASMR, so I love it when people are doing unboxing, they're down the box. I love it when they're getting rattly stuff out and paper. I love all that. The one thing I do not like are people drinking when they've got the big mics there and they've not got them set on a setting that knocks that out. Like that big show mic I've got for my other channel. You've seen it, boof, on that stand. That, when I drink, you can't hear on it because I've got it set up. But some people haven't got it on that setting and you can hear it swallowing. Oh yeah, people eating. There's no need for it. There was a channel I was watching last year, I don't watch it anymore, and they did a thing, what was it, where they tried, I'm being a bitch in this moment, I know I am, but they did this thing, so she gonna take a glug. They did a thing where they tried seasonal Christmas sandwiches, and they did it for VLOGMAS, a bit of fun, but it was like, I'm going to scream in a minute. I'm going to scream. I think it's an illness. My brother's the same. I cannot abide it. I can't abide it at all. And you know that apparently, allegedly, according to social media, if you're perimenopause, it's actually worse. So they say that the sound of eating during perimenopause and the irritation gets worse. Oh, can't stand it. It's like when we had the movie night. God, I can't get my words out. Might go lay down in a minute. I'm only joking. When we did the games night and we had those crisps, I would not dream of eating a crisp on camera. If I ever did that, it'd be a pure accident. It'd be something I didn't realise I was doing. But the minute I thought, I remember thinking, shit, I'm on camera. I won't carry on doing it. So, it sounds awful. Sometimes I look at people, God, she's on a tangent. Sometimes I look at people when they're doing it on camera thinking, have they not realised? To be fair, somebody could be actually not being able to watch this video because what I'm doing here, if your trigger is, you won't be able to watch this video, will you? And you'll be saying the same things about me that I am about them. True. Need to cut it again. Speaking about cutting. Yeah. That's what floors are for, isn't it? Chucking things on. It's not as easy to wrap with this stuff as it is those, you know, the thinner wrapping paper. See what I got sick of though, wrapping paper, God she's off again, is it used to just hole, if that makes sense. Put your finger through it. There we go, another one wrapped. I'm wrapping them up 3 books at a time. So there's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. See, I don't know my times table. I got humiliated as a child in class because I didn't know. I've said to you, and I think I'm dyslexic with numbers. And I got, back in the day in Thatcher's Britain in 1980s, used to have to do it stood up in front of the class, and I used to just freeze. And my teacher humiliated me. So now I can't do times table. And like when I went to dental school and I trained at the dental school, okay, I nearly went on a bitch tangent again. The old senior nurses that trained just before Titanic went down. One or two of them, if you didn't know, certain, like a lot of dental instruments can be numbered, like your forceps for taking teeth out are numbered. So straight away I was in a losing battle. And if you didn't get them like that back in the day, they'd have you humiliate you on clinic. And so that made it worse. Yeah, what could I say about dentistry? Especially when I did it and when I trained, a lot of the old, oh God, I've never said I'd never do this on camera, but sod it, I'm here for it. I think sometimes, because me and Gary had this conversation the other day, I think it's they can have the attitude on, some like the senior, the older bunch, because they never made it to be nurses. So they used to try and get that power back in, or that it was weird. And because there's such a hierarchical system in an institute like that, so you'll have like your trainee dental nurses, your dental nurses, your senior dental nurses, your lead, and all of that kind of stuff. Well, if this gets flagged up and I get a wrist slap again, it is what it is. That's happened before. So people have to go for their power, do you know what I mean? Anyway. So yeah, numbers. I have a block. It's just a weak spot. Whereas Gary and his mind for numbers. Whew. Like I'll go and buy something without even thinking about looking for deals, looking for out like that. Gary will look for deals. He spent like 3 or 4 hours the other night buying some books. Just be going through web page after web page looking for deals. I won't do that, but he's right to do that. He's right to do that. Next 3 books going in. Some more ASMR for people. Oh, by the way, the senior nurses I was just talking about there, they're now retired, so I'm not talking about someone that currently works for the NHS. Interesting, the stories that we have within us that still have an impact. We don't realise, do we, what we're doing, what we're saying, and I'm guilty of it. There'll be things that people can say about me that I've done and said, and people that can say about you what you've done and said, that we don't realise what we're doing. I suppose parents get a lot of this when you may have brought your children up a certain way and they get older and it didn't work for them. Maybe you were a strict parent, or maybe you were too giving, or whatever. If you can be too giving, but you know what I mean? And a lot of what we do, it's not because we're nasty, it's because we're actually a product of how we were trained. And because we didn't wake up to something. We didn't see the light, so to speak. We kept on, it's just what you do. So you keep doing it until you realise it's not working. And that it's false teaching, it's false, or it possibly is not false teaching for the past. It was for the past, but it's not for the modern world, if that makes sense. So, last one for mother-in-law. You won't see me doing anything for my parents in this video because they watch this channel, so I will be doing that in private. In fact, this video will be going on after, because I'm seeing everybody this weekend. It doesn't matter. It is what it is. Right, so that's done. Now we're going to do Eddie and Laura. So Eddie, you've met Eddie. Some of you have met Eddie on my other channel. I got Laura a tropic. It's a tropic gift set. What was it actually? Like getting people stuff and forgetting what I've got them. Tropical Showers collection. Can you see that? Tropical Showers collection. Oh God, shit. Some more ASMR. Gosh, shaking now. Some more ASMR for you all there. The one thing about this, you can't get it as flush as you can with, you know, there's the standle. What's going on here? Well, that's what's going on. Wrapping paper. Oh God. So, what's the point Sky News? Let's have a look. Oh God. Oh, they're off. Here we go. This is just an example of welcome to the modern world. We are not ready for what is coming our way. NATO issues wartime minds bast. Anyway, stewards. 2 weeks before Christmas. What I'd say to him, I'll do to him. Anyway, bye. Hopefully didn't wear that swallow. I can't believe I just do it. Bastards. It is what it is. I'm not taking it out. Disgusting. This, I mean, I know I've said that I don't have news notification, and I didn't, but I put them back on because I just think at the minute, and I don't want to go on a tangent and a rabbit hole bounce whilst I'm doing Christmas presents, but I just think there's that much going on that sometimes you kind of need. I don't know. Not that you need to know, but you know what I mean. Forewarned is forearmed. Not that I'm stocking the cupboards with tuna or beans, tins of stuff. But you know what I mean, energetically. But this morning it was like, flu, you know, hospitalisations, and it's like, grow up. Shh. It's meant to be a well-being, a feel-good channel, not a channel for you to go on a madden with. These, you are amazing and you are awesome. And they've got little quotes in. God. That was quick to the tablecloth then. Thought that would be funny. How long have I been filming for? 28 minutes. Skizzers, where are they? I wonder why scissors are spelled skizzers. Maybe I wondered that. Who thought up of spelling? Anyway, tangent. I do need to learn how to do those environmental friendly bows, don't I? Not whack loads of tape on it, but it is what it is. There you go. Simples. Just having a laugh, thinking about when Gary puts this video up, because when I used to do it, there's a thing on where you can put ads throughout the video. I didn't realise that you could actually set them. I used to just let YouTube do it, and YouTube just used to go with loads of ads. But because Gary's a professional, he watches it and puts ads at good spaces. When he watches this, there's going to be me going, bastards, and all kinds of random stuff, slagging NHS workers off. He's going to be wondering just what he is putting up on social media. I'm doing this on the 12/12 portal, 12th of December. So happy 12/12 portal, everybody. Images are interesting. Images are always interesting, even when they're just still. Oops. I'll be using going through ribbon quite quickly. There you go. It's a mean feat, this, isn't it? And you know, it's, we don't actually give lots of presents. We don't have kids, so you got to do sack after sack. But it's still a lot, isn't it? So I got this for Eddie. I'm not sure what he'll think of it, but it is what it is. It's called Dealer to Healer by Liam Brown. And oh, it's not stained. It's just the cover. A modern day tale of a effed up male. So yeah, he lived in Manchester and was obviously a dealer. And I don't know much about his story. All I know is that I use his cacao. That's where I get cacao from. He now owns a company called Full Power Cacao and does retreats. But he used to be a dealer, and then he had an epiphany. Went to some ayahuasca retreats, found out about cacao and the power of cacao, and he's done his story. So we'll see if Eddie likes it. I told you about me with these silent moments. Nothing wrong with silence, though, is there? I was thinking. During Christmas on my I couldn't do it on here. We do it on BookTube channel. My BookTube channel, Claire Thackeray Reads. I think it's called Reading Sprints, I'm not sure, but it's, well, basically you go on live on YouTube, so we'd set the laptop up in front of us there, and you'd read, you get your book out, you say hello everybody, blah, 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 and then you'd read. So you'd read for an hour. You can get your book out and read for an hour. We'll put some chocolates in front of us. We could do it on here actually as well. We could do it on here. Bloody hell. Can't do it. Sure we had another. I'm sure she got us a sellotape dispenser. I probably haven't got it. I don't know. I'm sure she could give us it, but I'm sure she hadn't as well. I've proper lost end now. Help! Oh, it's done that awful thing where it goes wild. So yeah, if you like to do that, where you get your book and you just watch us read, bring some snacks. Let me know in the comments, and we can either do it on here or we can do it on my BookTube channel. I mean, I think most of you are on my BookTube channel anyway. Claire Thackeray Reads. Do it over Christmas period. Just thinking if it's possible to do it during a vlogmas. I'm just trying to. Mercury retrograde sent my head into a spin, so I don't know about my dates and stuff at the minute. Yeah, this next weekend we could do it on Sunday. Do it on Sunday. So on Sunday, not this. Well, it depends when you're going to be watching this. You'll know. We'll put a thing out. There we go. It's coming on nicely, this. Oh! Gary's got no idea that I'm doing this video. He's working with me tomorrow, working together. So he'll probably think he's coming back to 2 videos to put onto BookTube tomorrow. He's also coming into this. But what's going on? Everything's going wild. But it actually helps us out because we've averaged about with this vlogmas that we're doing. Some people do it every day. We've said we're going to do it every 2 days. But it's actually going to mean it's averaging about 3 or 4 videos a week. So it means that we're going to be able to get in front, because this weekend at the time of filming we're going to Leeds to see family, which we put into a vlog. So it means that we can just get a little bit ahead of the curve. Oh, so this is what I've got for Laura, and it's called The Teacher by Frida McFadden. So because Laura's just got into reading, I'm thinking about it, and she's liking to spend stuff. Frida McFadden is a nice, easy reader. I like Frida McFadden. Very pacey. Very, yeah, so let me know if you've read it. The Teacher by Frida McFadden. I've just got an idea. What I could do is next year, in about June, go out and buy myself 25 books. Oh, here she goes. I'm not buying any books ever again. That's it now. No more books. I'm going to read all these and that's it. And then I go since I've done that video where I talked about on my BookTube channel, not buying any more books, I must have bought at least 100. So this is what I'm going to do. Next June, go out and buy 25 books, and I'm going to wrap them in this. And then in December, I'm going to mix them all up. Obviously, I won't even put on my name, it'll just be plainly wrapped like this. And then in December I'll have my own advent calendar. Ta-da! And by that time, I mean, like, literally, if I do a book order, I can forget in a couple of days what's coming. Imagine giving it 6 months and not knowing which book you've got. I think I'm going to do that. Get Up Works. Are you going to join me on it? And I might then be able to do it on my booktube channel as a little short a day, advent short for Vlogmas. What do you think? Think it's a good idea, that? I think it's an excellent idea, that. Oh, Christ. I do apologise for all the blaspheming on this channel. I've got to keep it because I could, as you, if you watch them reading vlogs. Oops. Thing is, I like watching a long video. If someone I really like, I like watching a long video. I know I do it on my other. I mean, anyway, I'll do a mixture on my other channels of long and short videos, but I think when, especially this time of year, not everyone is out partying and gallivanting everywhere. A lot of people are in, and when you're watching your favourite creators, they can be like a friend, and it can feel like a safe space. So if you've got a day on your hands, you don't mind watching your favourite creator, because I would be, wouldn't I? It's not going to be anybody else, is it? I'm only joking. Wrapping presents. Slagging system off. I'm in a bitch. I mean, what more do you want during this time of Vlogmas? So, yes, it's for Laura, this. There we go. Another one done. And I've got this for Eddie. So it's called, I need to stop smacking things, Wild Guide, North East England. That's Bamburgh Castle. And it's all about things to do in the northeast of England, but not just like the YI land. It's like North Yorkshire and stuff, yeah? Castles to visit, things to do, picnics, maps, camp, glamp and sleep, bunker barns and hostels, places to stay, places to eat, friendly pubs, sacred and ancient places, because he's doing a lot of walking, travelling, that type of stuff. Woodland and wildlife, industrial heritage, hidden beaches. Durham coast. So it's all about that part of the world. I think there's even Whitby there. Whitby. Arts and culture, caves, Rothbury and Simonside. Bothies and bunkhouses, rustic havens. Alnwick and Embleton Bay. So yeah, And they do it wild. Well, we first started off with the book we saw was at Donington Hall. And it was Wild Lincolnshire, Wild Guide Lincolnshire in the Midlands. And I was going to back and go like, and he don't come down to the Midlands because he likes the North, and he knows more about the North than the Midlands. He's not that au fait with the Midlands. So I went onto Amazon and I found this one for the North East. Like I say, North Yorkshire. Yeah, it's actually quite good. I like this myself. I could get this for Lincoln. What's this here? It says here. South Wolds and Humber. So it goes down to the Humber. The Humber. Where is the Humber? I think I live near the Humber. Let me know in the comments if I live near the Humber. I live near Trent. Where is the Humber? Let me know. I'm sure the Humber's Selby Way, probably in. But there you go. Anyway, Wild Guide North East England. Adventures in Northumberland, North York Moors. This just needs to stop. Adventures in Northumberland, North York Moors, Wolds, and North Pennines. Wolds. That is me, that. I'm sure I live in the Wolds. Jesus, it's me, isn't it? The Wolds. East Yorkshire, Tyne and Wear. Northumberland, Tyne and Wear, County Durham, North Yorkshire and East Yorkshire. Anyway, ooh. Oh, look what's there. Whoops, Sycamore Gap. Did we ever find out what happened there? That blags my head, does that? Because I'll tell you what blags my head about it. They arrested that other chap in his 60s, and you found out I mean, it might have been because I was following it religiously back then, but with these new ones, I don't think you know a lot about them. I just find it really weird of why two fellas would just go up and chop a tree down like that. Did we ever really find out why? Anyway. I think it's going to be right up there with, was there really a moon landing? There we go, another one. Shit. Right. I'll be back in a minute. I'm back. So, I have got these two hairdressers. Well, one of them is a hairdresser. These two gifts for my hairdresser and her mum. So they're shower sets from Neil's Yard, and they are orange and geranium, English lavender and citrus. Okay, and there's one each for them. Oh, there's all bits from the... Right, aren't they? I'm right into Neil's Yard at the minute. Because my hairdresser's, I don't even know her name, so I'll have to put on it Nikki's mum. I don't know her name. She, on a Friday when I go for my haircut in about every 8 weeks, it's just always a trim. I don't have it coloured now. She always goes in to help her clean up, and because there's a lot of ladies that go for their set and perms. Is that what they call it? Set and perms? I don't know. On a Friday. So she goes in to help her sweep up, wash hair and all of that. So yeah. It's a nice little hairdressers I go to. It's in someone's garden. It's a big unit that used to be an art studio. For people that lived in the house, it was the wife's art studio. And then she retired. And rather than get rid of the unit, they rent it out to my hairdresser. And I just think it's a fantastic idea. It's a fantastic community space. A little community space. A lot of the elderly from around here go, they do little fuddles, they've always got a little shop in there. A little shop where local crafters can sell the stuff. Woo. And a lot of the elders around here, that's the only time they'll get to have a chat if they go in there on a Friday. And so sometimes they make them little sandwiches and stuff and cups of tea and coffee. I think that's going to be the way forward for a lot of hairdressers, you know, rather than these big shop units and stuff where they've got to pay astronomical rents. If I was in, I nearly went down that route myself, where doing nails and facials and makeup and stuff. I would have done something like that. I would have had a unit in the garden or a garage conversion. If I didn't do this work I do already, that's what I'd do. I'd go into nails, makeup, facials, all that kind of stuff, and I'd get a unit and I'd work from home. I really would, yeah. I think it's a really, number one, people are into their beauty at the minute. Number two, not a lot of people like the big hairdressers and the big salons and don't want to travel far out. Number three, people are looking for smaller spaces and smaller community-based spaces. The cost of the rents in these places, so yeah. There you go. Can't just throw them down. I always find it interesting of the world we live in now and the great ways that people use their skills to make money. You know, Etsy shops, market stalls. It's nice to see. It's why I was a bit disappointed when we went to the Halifax Christmas market and they just didn't seem that bothered. But like Gary says, there'll be a lot of online traders that are not market people. Because I think to be a market person, you've got to have a personality. You've got to be able to, you know, roll up, come and get. You've got to have that connection with people. Again, people don't just go shopping. Well, some people just don't want to be bugged, but a lot of people want that. There's a fine line, because there's no worse than when you go in for a sofa or a kettle or a washing machine and they're like, woof, and it's just too much. But we went into a shop in the, what's it called, Halifax Peace Hall, and I was looking for some jewellery for our Christmas party next week, and I was willing to buy. I went into this shop that sold this gorgeous dress jewellery. but there was just no selling. It was weird. She was on her phone all the time. I didn't know whether you could take it up and take it to the counter or whether she came. I didn't know. I don't know how it worked. There was no telling how it worked. She wanted, and I just said, you know what? I'm not buying. I'm not buying. End of. It's simple. I just can't buy when people don't really give a shit. When they're not willing to say, if you need any help, I won't bug you, but I'm over there, give me a shout. When they're jumping, and also as well in these small shops, you actually get stared at. And it's almost like, oh God, there's a customer. And I don't know whether it's staff that just don't want to work, whether it's owners that don't want to work. I was watching somebody the other day, and this interested me. She's just opened a bookshop, and she said she's self-employed now and she's loving it because she's always had a job in retail. And she said, I've got a bookshop now and I can just be my own boss, which is great, fantastic. She said, I can just sit there on my phone and not get in trouble for it. And I just went, oh, for the love of God, please help me right now this minute. Save me from this crazy world. Because it's like, I've seen this in bookshops where you go into independent, this is why I trigger people with independent shops, because people can have a right go at me sometimes. Not online, but you know what I mean, in life in general, I think. Because especially in the work I do, holistic work of why do you always buy off Amazon? Because I have gone into little shops and it's just not been friendly. We went to Buxton, obviously no, in September, and we went into 3 bookshops in Buxton. Never again. One of the young lads in the shop did not pick his head up out of his book. I know you're a bookseller, and I would read a book in there, but there's nothing wrong with saying, hello, let me know if you need me, or whatever. And just, it was almost like, don't disturb me. I just thought, I'm not buying out. His lighting was shocking. Anyway, get away from that tangent. Get back to what I was tangenting about. I walked into a bookshop with that woman and she was just sat there on her phone. It's not a good space to be in. Let me know in the comments if you agree. You know what I mean? I understand now what a lot of people... Now, I'm going to say something positive about where I used to work. A lot of the older people didn't... Because I was a young lass and I loved my phone. And they say, like, can't you leave your phone alone for 2 minutes? It was what it was. They were older than me. And they were right. They were actually very, very right. Can you not leave your phone alone for 2 minutes? Do you always need it in your uniform pocket? You don't need it in your uniform pocket. And you tell yourself that many tales of why you think you need it in your uniform pocket. You don't. And I've gone into lots of places now, and it's only as I'm getting older, into my 40s, I'm realising that you don't need your phone all the time. And how annoying I find it when I go anywhere and somebody's on the phone. It is weird, isn't it? Anyway, God. Guys watching this back in my... Anyway. I'm going to address this to Nikki's mum. There you go. Righty-ho. It's like checkout. Oh God, I'm off. It's like checkout assistant. You see, I'm going to trigger people with this. I know I am. You know, like there's this thing about self-checkouts. Well, I am actually the opposite. I feel uncomfortable going through checkouts. I remember back in the day when checkout lasses used to checkout people used to laugh at you. We all remember that as well. Checkout people, lassies, lads, used to chat to you and have a bit of banter with you. And in fact, this year we went into our local Morrison's and there was an older fella there. He must have been in his 60s, and he was what checkout people used to be like, chatting to you, helpful. Count your eggs, make sure they're not all that kind of stuff that a checkout person used to be known for. And it was amazing. And I could have actually stood there all day and spoken to him. It was fantastic whilst getting the job done. Whereas now you go there and they're not looking at you, they're talking to their mate. And I don't like it. So actually, sorry everybody, but I actually do like self-checkout. Sorry. I know people can get a bit like, whoa, self-checkout, but I find it really uncomfortable when you go there and, they'll be like talking and you'll be stood there, it's like, hello. Now, because I've been on a tangent talking too much, that's not big enough for that. Oh well. I'll save it. See, human connection is good when it's human connection. When it's human connection but you're getting ignored, it's not like being in a relationship, innit? I just want to be in a relationship, but I'll be in a loveless relationship just so I can say that I'm in a relationship. It's not good, is it? And this is for Gary's dad's birthday, so his birthday is in December. I always, I don't want to say I feel sorry for people that have birthdays in December, because, you know, there's nothing to feel sorry about, but, yeah. I do like the fact that my birthday is when it is. My birthday is in June, end of June. So I get a halfway mark of presents rather than like this, he'll get his presents for Christmas and birthday on the same day. It's like having a birthday in January. Everybody's a bit partied out, aren't they? If you want to have a big party and everyone's like, oh, but we've just had Christmas. Doing quite well today. So I'm going to use some pink ribbon to differentiate between Christmas present and birthday present. So this will be birthday present. Weird. Sorry, just shading straight. Oh, light's going. So you see, that's because I used to live in a council estate, you see. And you got used to the fact that there was always something happening every 2 minutes, be it a kick-off in street police, a telly getting thrown through a bedroom window, I've seen that happen as well, a drain pipe getting ripped off and put in someone's window. I used to live next door to the family that were known as the worst family in Leeds. We should do a video where we do fun facts of Claire Thackeray, shouldn't we? It'll be an interesting one. Yeah, they were the worst family in Leeds. Yes. There we go, another one done. Yo, I'm back. So I had a little sort out, put them into piles, into bags. There is a sense of achievement when you do wrapping, isn't there? There is a real sense of achievement. Anyway, we're now on to Gary's dad's Christmas presents. Now, Gary's dad is well into his 80s, so he's got sweets. He likes sweets. He's housebound, so he doesn't get out, apart from once a year when we take him away for a little weekend, well, not a weekend away, but a week away. We drop him off somewhere, and it's literally like door to door, and then he's in a wheelchair and he's off. But apart from that, he's in because he lives up the steepest drive in the world. So he's got a lot of sugar here. I'll show you in a minute. I'm just getting my sellotape going, but that's his joy, his sweets. I think, you know, we get to a stage where, like if you got me all this, there'd be trouble on because I'd destroy, especially these jelly babies. I love jelly babies. I'd destroy these jelly babies. These are by a company called Postage Sweets, okay? And they do postage sweets. So if you love your sweets, it's a great website to get on. They do retro sweets, so your 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, noughties. They do sweet boxes, so you can make up like a sweet box for your sibling that loved 80s sweets, your mum that loved every sweet, or 60s sweets or whatever. Or they do big bags like this. So that's a big bag. I could have a sweet channel. Postage sweets, jelly babies, what are these? Licorice, all sorts, and they do little bags like that. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bags of licorice all sorts. There you go. I could destroy those bags of licorice all sorts as well. And he's also got, what would you call these, everybody? These mint unbugs. Everton mints. So those are for Jimbo. I'm gonna do this. Just do a little packs of 3. So when Gary ordered these, he ordered some jellies, and we have to take them separately. Not separately, wrong word. Weird that. Take them gradually because sugars and stuff. And I ordered some, what they're called, rhubarb and custards that I've not actually opened yet. And what I'll do is with them, I will have them during certain times of the month, so I'll have to limit it because I am actually an overeater, but I have monitored it and I have reduced it right down, and it's much better than it was. But there'd have been a time Claire would have sat down with those jelly babies and it'd have been devastation. But that bag, I mean, I don't think I ever could buy a bag of jelly babies anyway. Shut up. So I'd have it like 1 a day during a period, or 2, or 1 every couple of, or 2 or 3 days. You know what I mean? I won't be able to sit down and have that full, even that, because it just be too much. Anyway. So I need to rephrase what I said there. I am an overeater. I was an overeater. That's loads of spelling. sweets are a big thing now, aren't they, online? I must say I do love going into an old-fashioned sweet shop. I love that. Again, talking about ASMR, I love the sound of them weighing them out in the scales. I love that. And they put them in the bags, and like when you go to Haworth and there's still all the old sweet shops there, and yeah, I love that. I do love the old corner shop type vibe. Another one done. And the thing about using this type of paper is you can use it for any present, all your presents. So it's like that roll. I mean, we've got a brand new roll in my office that's like mega roll, mega thick. You go and buy some Christmas paper, you can only use it for Christmas. You go buy some birthday paper, you can only use it for birthday. You've ever had a situation where you've had to do a quick Christmas present, you're like, shit, there's no paper. Whereas when you've got that, you've always got paper. It doesn't matter that it's not seasonal. It's done to me anyway. It's tiring the way it wrapping. Some more water. God. It's 12-12 portal as I'm doing this today. And all I've wanted to do all day is just drink water. There we go, another one done. Shall I do them separately or as one big present? I don't know. I'll do them separately. Bye-bye, Johnny babies. I've been looking at these for weeks. Yeah, I'm glad I did them separately because they're quite heavy. Anyway, I wonder how long this vlog's going to be. Well, not a vlog, is it? It's VLOGMAS. We could even do, you know that reading video I was talking about? We could even do it not live. Because it doesn't need to be live. Does it? Would you prefer it to be live? I mean, even if it was live and you missed it, you could still get it on catch up on the live section, if that makes... We haven't got a live section yet on this channel because we're not doing live videos. But once you do live videos, you get a live tab on there. Oh. I think it's exhausting with sellotape, mate, to be honest. I didn't realise how quite a lot there is, and you know, obviously there's Gary's presents to wrap as well, which I won't be doing on camera. My niece's presents are huge. I'll be wrapping them like that and you won't be able to see me. Yes, speaking of shops, you know, like I said about sweet shops, I do like independent bookshops that still have a little bit of the old-fashioned energy to them, the old-fashioned customer service in books, where they have not just the books of the hour, where they have a wide range of books for all abilities, all genres. You know, I couldn't say it in a video the other day, haberdashery. I only realised the other night how to say it's haberdashery. I love haberdashery shops as well. I remember when I got married and I went into, obviously, choose a wedding dress. I loved that. I loved that shop. And as you go through all your fittings and stuff and all the ribbons they have and the pin cushions and all of that. Anyway. And in Haworth, the apothecary. I love that shop for all its smells and wooden floors and yeah. There we go. Right. Let's have it. This is going to be a big one. I bought them. It's called Best of Beauty, and it's a box full of different brand beauty products, and they're from Boots. It's going to require me sitting out for this. Oh. So these are the Best of Beauty by Boots. God, my language in this video. Need some water. It's too hot. Right, this random piece that I did, God, I hate having to do this. But because of how I'm having to patch it up at the back, at the side. God, I hope there's no rattling foams watching, people that don't like rattling. So like, I'll get that and put it at the end there to patch it. It is what it is. Oh, I need some more tape. Oh, I wanted to patch it that side. Where to put a bow on this? Should I put a bow on it? It's just that big. Don't be tight. I'll put a bow on it. Oh God. The problem is I can't really tip it up. So this is going to get me, because I don't like to give a present with the sellotape facing up. But I can't kind of wrap it like I would have wrapped it if we're doing it properly, or what I feel is properly. But it is what it is. Oh God. I know you can't see my face, but it is what it is. Oh God. Oh, I know that's twisted. Oh. It is. Oh, get a bow. Oh, the bow's. I'll get a bow later. I'll pop it over there. Oh. I'm back. Right. Right, I don't need that anymore. Oh. Oh. I'm having a breather. I'm having some water. It's its last present. So. Ooh. Put my phone there just to keep it down. Oh. Some right sounds coming from this. go. No, 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 no. No, there isn't none. Oh God. Conversation's drying up now, isn't it? Lost the end again. Oh God. Have you guys done all your wrapping yet? Woof. Oh. Just with some right sounds. Doing this vlog video. Just trying to figure out if I need some more. No, I don't. Oh God, not again. God, what did I do it last time? Tell me! Tell you what, that is some measurement, and that isn't even me trying to get things accurate. As in, I have literally now just run out of crimbo tape. It just lasted. Right, so that's me done. What I'll do now is I'm going to get it all organised there and I'll film it all there for you. But before we get to that point, please do like, comment, share and subscribe for more content, and I will see you in the next one. Bye! So folks, that's the wrapping done. So those are the presents for my nieces, and I put those sparkly bows on to hide my chaotic wrapping. And all the rest I'll put in gift bags. And there we have it. I'm actually quite impressed with that, even though I did get tired towards the end. But there you go. Merry Christmas everyone, and I will see you all soon. Bye.
Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a